Good morning. Guess what day it is? It's June 1st. There are several things going on today. It's National Go Barefoot Day. It's Say Something Nice Day. And it's National Olive Day. I want to tell you some things about olives. And this comes from a site called Olivegevity.com. So even though we usually think of olives as vegetables, they are technically fruits. Fossil evidence indicates the olive tree had its origins in the region corresponding to Italy and eastern Mediterranean basin. Research indicates that since 3000 BC, olives were grown commercially in Crete. The ancient Greeks smeared olive oil on their bodies and hair as a matter of grooming and good health. In ancient Greece, olive oil was used to anoint kings and athletes. It was burnt in the sacred lamps of temples and was the eternal flame of the original Olympic Games. Olives were not native to the Americas. Spanish colonists brought the olives to the New World. Olives are still cultivated in present-day Peru and Chile. Spanish missionaries established the trees in the 18th century in California. Several trees in the Garden of Gethsemane in Jerusalem are claimed to date back to the time of Jesus. Olive trees can reach 26 to 49 inches. One of the oldest olive trees in the world is on the island of Crete in Greece. This tree, they say, is about 4,000 years old and it still produces olives. About 90% of the harvested olives are used for olive oil. Only 10% are used for table olives. Olives are rich in oils, minerals, and vitamins like A, E, K, and B. The olive branch is a symbol of peace or victory. Did you know it takes about 4 years for an olive tree to start blooming? The first harvest can be expected, get this, after 15 years. Can you imagine planting a tree and waiting 15 years for a harvest? Often, people feel like life has passed them by, and they are too old to make a difference. When Noah was in his 500s, he built the ark. Genesis 7:6 says, Noah was 600 years old when the floodwaters were on the earth. Abraham and Sarah had Isaac when they were old. Genesis 17:17 says, Then Abraham fell on his face and laughed, and said in his heart, Shall a child be born to a man who is 100 years old? And shall Sarah, who is 90 years old, bear a child? Then Genesis 21:5 says, Now Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. Moses, in Exodus 7:7, it says, And Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron 83 years old when they spoke to Pharaoh. Go back to after Moses. So you're never too old to be useful in the kingdom of God. Maybe just like the olive tree, it takes years for you to grow to fruitfulness.